Today we have a very special guest who himself is an entrepreneur as well as a very passionate biker. And what else? He has a riders platform where he gives opportunity for riders to. So let me bring on today's session Abhishek Raina, the brain behind Roaring Cycles platform. Yeah.
Hi, how are
Hello.
you? How are you
Good,
doing,
good. Thank
Kalpana?
you. Yourself?
Great,
Good,
great,
thank
great.
you.
How are your
Yes.
rides going, you and Yogesh? All good with
Yes,
Let's Ride?
Yo Let's Ride is become now Yo Let's Explore, and
Yeah,
also Yo Let's Trek. We also have Yo Let's Drive, and we do not miss any weekend like yourself.
I know, I know.
Well, welcome to Spark Tales with Cal, and we are very keen to know about Abhishek. What is Abhishek all about? The one because you don't normally come in front of the camera,
Yeah,
but you.
I generally prefer Kalpana meeting people face to face because
Yeah.
that gives you a true strength of, unity, knowledge, understanding. While I'm at the store, there might be some walk-ins, so I might get up and, just walk around if that's okay. So, me, sorry, just give me a second. Okay, there could be some disturbance. Give me a few seconds. I think it'll clear out. But
No
yeah,
problem.
so you know, I'm a Kashmiri Pandit. I was born in Pune, and my parents live in Pune. I came to Mumbai for work. I'm here since 1999, and it's been my house and home, marriage, kid, family. Everything is out here. Uh, my childhood, I've traveled with my father because of his transferable job, and we've lived across north, south, west, and uh,
Wow.
and the center of India. So, MP, Delhi, Chandigarh, Hyderabad, Faridabad, Ahmednagar. Yeah, so those kind of places where I've been to. Uh, you know, all my school life, I've been traveling every 3, 4 years. Uh, so yes, in school I've been an outdoor person. I've been a sports guy. Right from my school days, I played football. I played various other sports. So if I was at home, I was like, what do I do? So I've always been an outdoor person. I've you know played soccer for my college till inter-district when we were champions for 3 years in football, and I've participated in 10 kilometer marathon. So yeah, that's pretty much my life. I did my commerce and then I did my management from NMIMS here in Mumbai after I came to
Right.
Mumbai, and I started working. So just been at it, no rest. That's how life has been.
Wow, you've like traveled all around India before you even completed your education. That is fantastic.
Oh yes, oh yes. So I was born in Pune, like I said, and then I moved to Chandigarh, and there we stayed for about 4 years. From there to Faridabad, to Hyderabad, to Pune, to Devas, which is in MP. Um, and East is where obviously Dad didn't get posted. So, but
Yeah.
during my work days, I used to travel a lot to Calcutta, not the Northeast though, but up to Calcutta because that was one of the metro cities for us in our work. So I come from a retail marketing and loyalty
Okay.
program background. So I've traveled a lot in that space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, great. So Abhishek, tell us about how riding happened to you.
Oh yeah, so my dad had a Yazdi, and you know, uh, very interesting insights out there because dad used to always maintain his Yazdi, and once my mom told me when he had sold his Yazdi, many years later, that he used to, kind of do the servicing because my dad is a mechanical engineer. He's worked with Eicher tractors, and I've seen him drive tractors back home just to test ride.
Wow.
So he used to, kind of maintain his Yazdi on his own, by his own hands, and so it kind of got into me that this looks something interesting. It's on two wheels. It looks very exciting to be on. And I think when I was in sixth or seventh, we were in Faridabad, which is close to Delhi. Now it's part of Delhi itself. Uh, that's where we had a small colony, and I used to take out my dad's jersey, and he was pretty okay about it. He was chilled about it. And I've heard his stories about how he has taken colleagues from, especially when he was staying in Chandigarh, and his factory of Eicher tractors was in Parwanu, and he used to ride up the hills on those ghats. And his colleagues there and Alwar in Rajasthan, where we stayed, uh, his colleagues would tell my mom that we will never sit behind your dad, for riding again, because that is how he had control. But his belief was, enjoy the ride and learn more as you go along. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's probably where it comes from. Though initially I didn't have so much of intent, but yes, it always appealed, right? So I didn't have a two-wheeler till I passed out of college. I used to do
Okay.
cycling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I used to do cycling. In fact, in Ahmednagar, where I did my 12th and my graduation from, I used to cycle from home to college.
Okay.
Not one of the lucky ones to have a motorcycle, in the teens. So that's how motorcycling started. And I remember, so I learned gearing. Obviously I had my own share of high accelerated uh, incidents.
Yeah.
uh, One funny one being that when schooling finished, I was in graduation in Ahmednagar, and we had very interesting layout of the college, because in Ahmednagar you have great big grounds for football and cricket, and there was a small canteen, and so you had the ground this way, and then you had the canteen coming back. And one of my classmates actually got a Yazdi, his friend's Yazdi, and I was pretty excited to see a Yazdi in way back in 96, 97. Uh, and I said, why don't you allow me to take a small ride on it? And I took a ride, and then while coming back from the other side of the ground towards the canteen, uh, then the canteen has passage between the main building and the seating outside, and small passage, and then there's a tree, and then the road appears.
Okay.
So while coming back, I started speeding up a bit, and my friends started yelling, and I couldn't hear, I couldn't observe them yelling at me. And I just went through the passage, hit the tree right in front, and jumped off the motorcycle.
My God.
And I was standing on the road, and I was like wondering, "Hua kya ye types. And then everybody started running behind me, those friends whose bike it was, and they said, "अरे हम चिल्ला रहे थे उसमें ब्रेक कम मैं धीरे चला." And I didn't realize
बहुत
that.
जल्दी बता दिया.
बहुत जल्दी बता दिया. So that's how funny incidents happened. Once we were riding, Dad was riding and I was sitting. So I was always on the petrol tank, right, of the ESD, and my brother and then my mom. So that's how we used to ride.
Ah,
And
sweet.
my dad and I were going in. I think it was in Chandigarh or someplace, and it was raining. And Dad had a half face helmet. Those days, full face was hardly there. Uh, and we skid, right? And we skid, and then I don't recollect anything, but we went to the nearby dispensary to. So Dad had a bruise on his fingers,
Hmm.
and then when we sitting there, and I said, "How did you get bruised? You could have easily taken your hands off and let go of the motorcycle and all." He said, "Because you're not wearing a helmet, I put my hand under your head, and that's how my
Oh.
fingers scraped." So
Oh.
that memory, remained with me. Still is with me ingrained, and that reminds me of how important the helmet is. You know, so yeah. So these are incidences of me riding, me meeting with small accidents. On the Yazdi, and the fun ones rather.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
So after the ESD, what was the next bike that you rode, and what were the bikes after that?
Yeah. So. So actually, Bullet was always, or Royal Enfield in those days was always known as Bullet, right? The cast
Yes.
irons
Yes.
and 350s were the only ones those days. And
Right.
I remember we were in Devas, and Devas is a small town in MP, and my dad used to work over there. Uh, there used to be a Mela on Sundays, and I finished my graduation and I went there for summer holidays to stay with my parents for some time. And Sunday, dad had a friend whose son I had befriended, and he said, let's go out riding. He had a scooter, and so we said, "Chalo, theek hai, show me around Devas." And we went, and there was a big ground, and there were hundreds of bullets only, and that Sundays was basically a buyer and seller market in Devas for Royal Enfield bullets. And that kind of so before we have these events that we see where you see a lot of bikes,
Yes.
obviously a lot customized, lot improved bikes. But in those days in 97, 98, uh, having to see a huge gathering of motorcycles, sellers wanting to sell it. That kind of stuck on to me. And I came back home once, I think two, three times I went there. Dad said, ये पता नहीं क्या करने वाला है, वहां जाके क्या करता है पता नहीं है, 2-3 घंटा spend करके आ जाता है, but that's okay. So when I came back the third or the fourth time, I told my dad that I want to have a bullet. He, him being a mechanical engineer, riding a Yazdi, he's like, are you sure you want to go with a bullet? Because obviously of the, the cast iron issues and various other things and two-stroke versus four-stroke and stuff like that. I said, no, I think I'm decided on a bullet only. And, to a bulleteer, it's the sound that hits first, right?
Yes.
And then the images of people going uphill, people traveling, people exploring, that remains with you always. So I think that bug bit me as well. And so Bullet was it for me, And like I said, till college, I didn't have a bike. When I
Hmm.
finished college and I started working in Mumbai, I started with an ad agency. And after a year about working, I went to Pune. Dad knew a mechanic who did BSAs, Nortons, and the others of the
Yes.
60s and the 70s. And he said, okay, I have a Bullet 350 cast iron. It's a good bike. And 2001, I think I purchased my first motorcycle out of my own money. And that was for 35,000 rupees in second hand. But yeah, after I think riding that about 4-5 years, I sold it at the same price, uh,
Wow.
35,000. So that was my first bike, and I got it to Mumbai. Uh, I did uh, ride that from home to office, and those
So what
days there
bike
were
was that?
no.
Sorry.
That was a Royal Enfield Bullet 350 cast
Bullet.
iron. Yeah,
Cast iron. Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So the reverse gear and the reverse brake, the old
Okay.
times. Yeah, so that's how I started. And those days there were no clubs, right? So it was all Mumbai riding. Uh, but yeah, riding then happened to be more about Mumbai Pune because you're young,
Okay.
uh, you finish your work,
Yeah.
day's work, and then on a Friday night you want to meet your parents. So you say, okay, I want to kickstart the bike and go without
Okay.
knowing what will happen if the bike breaks down, right?
Yes.
But thankfully, I'd never had issues with the bike. I did and those days, obviously, we didn't have the expressway. Obviously, we are not allowed on the expressway even today from Bombay to Pune. But the
Yeah.
that expressway not being there, the traffic on the normal NH4 was much, much higher, back then. And riding through that on a Friday evening when you leave here at 6, 7, obviously today it must be sounding very childish that, ये क्या बात कर रहे हैं हम तो रात को निकलते हैं. But those days it was fun and at the same time a bit scary because you're riding with a normal jacket and a half face helmet. वो studs के आते थे उस time पे. And thankfully no accidents, no breakdowns. Heating up issues were there. Then truckers used to say, "Ah, bullet, bullet," and enjoy. थोड़ी देर आराम करो and फिर start करके निकल जाओ types. So that was the fun thing. So I did. Bombay Pune very frequently those days. I did Bombay Mahabaleshwar, you know, because of the riding bug. Otherwise, because there was no clubs, there were no friends to ride with.
Organized.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing was there, yeah, in those days. So that's how it started, right? So did that for about 5 years on the Bullet, and then I kind of moved away from the biking scene. So in terms of, didn't take up the bike. I sold that bike, went on to a car, and then finally I came back to a motorcycle. Uh, and again, it was a classic 500, which I started with.
Okay.
Uh, so I had 350. Actually, no. Before that, it was a Thunderbird 350, the
Okay.
TBTS version. That
Yeah.
was again purchased second hand, and then rode that for about good 1.5, 2 years. Then I said, I think it's 350. I'm done with. Let me, kind of upgrade to a 500 because that in itself was a big jump in those days. Uh,
Right.
and so bought a classic 500. From there, moved to a Himalayan BS3.
Wow.
Sold that, rode that. So I did my rides on that as well, on both the bikes, classic as well as the Himalayan. So today I own a standard 500 carburetor 2015 model and a Interceptor 650 2019 model. So these are
Wow.
the two bikes in my stable right now.
And so do
Yeah.
you do justice to both, or have you forgotten the standard 500 disc,
No, standard 500
the
is the new
interceptor?
one, right? So what I do is I take. So my philosophy is very clear that I have a car, but when I want to go to work, it's always my motorcycles, right?
Wow.
Except for monsoons. I don't get tired of traffic and stuff like that. I'll
Yeah.
I'll enjoy. ठीक है गरम लग रहा है पैर पे चलेगा, but you know you're sweating inside. That's fine, but I will only go on my motorcycle, and so because of that, even if I have 5 bikes, I can do 5 days on 5 different bikes. So
Wow.
what I do is I do alternate bikes. So one day Interceptor, one day Standard, then again repeat that, and so that's how it gets maintained as well. Batteries don't die out, so that's and then I used to clean my bikes, just do basic checks at home, lubrications, oil checks, sparks, uh, various other things, yeah. So घर पे काफी करता था ऐसा है.
Acha. So, what about the interceptor? What is the longest you have gone on interceptor, and how was the machine for you?
So I bought the Interceptor in January of this year, 2020.
Okay. Right.
And thankfully we had made a plan to go, friends of ours, we had made a
Yeah.
plan to go to a place called Mandav in MP. It's
Okay.
90 kilometers before Indore. It's
Right.
also called Mandu, Mandu. It's a lovely place. I have been there twice. I did that once last year in August, on my standard 500 all alone. Uh, and because I loved that place so much, I did that with my friends in Feb. So that was the longest ride. It, you know, was about 1600 odd kilometers internal as well as highway riding. So that's the longest on the Interceptor, if I remember correctly. Yeah. After that, lockdown happened, so
Right.
not much. Yeah. Otherwise, then it's after that, it's all Sunday rides that I do. Uh, but yeah, so last year August I did the same Mandu location on my standard 500, and February I did it in on Interceptor.
So, Biker Beard is saying super place Mandu. Can you tell us more about that? Because I've not heard much about
Oh,
that
you
place.
should, you should,
Also,
in fact,
yeah.
yeah, in fact, you should plan a ride. I would suggest that whoever is listening or whoever will watch this later on, I think that's one place, and the time is now. If COVID allows you to travel interstate,
Yeah.
I think
Mm.
the time is now because winters it's fabulous. Like I said, I did in August and then Feb. So both, one was post monsoons a bit, and then Feb was winters there. It's a place where it has Rani Roopmati Palace, it has Baz Bahadur palace. It has a lovely moss, old art, uh, and very well maintained historical places. And uh, it's a place which you can. So if you do a 3 day ride, if you're traveling from Mumbai, for example, if it's about 500 and odd kilometers, 550 if I'm not mistaken, just 90 kilometers before Indore. When you're traveling from here,
Yes.
from Mumbai, you take the Nasik
Yeah.
highway, you cross
Hmm.
Dhule, and then you cut inside towards the Mandu area. Uh, Beautiful location. So you halt there, and the first time I went there, I didn't do any hotel bookings. I inquired on the calls. Uh, I didn't get any which I could trust on. So I went there and I reached there. This is the August ride that I'm talking about. I reached there, and so there's this one main palace which is like a huge place right at the end of Mandu, and then the other extreme of Mandu is the Rani Ropmati Palace. So
Wow.
you can do the entire stretch in 1 day completely. So that's the 1 day for sightseeing that you should keep, right? So when I reached there, I just stood right in front of this palace, and there was a police station, and just opposite that there was a small, hotel with a ground, and he just thought I'm some Firang who's come there with a bike and आगे travel करने के लिए. He said, come hotel. I said, यार हिंदी में बात करो ना types. So, so I got that room for the night at $700, and breakfast included. And I was like, ठीक है चलो basic room. That's more you want. Uh, just halted there. So I left Bombay or Mumbai rather now. I left Mumbai at about 5:30 in the morning. I was in Mandu, all changed, having my tea at about 3:34 in Mandu. Some people will do it faster. I was cruising. I was just enjoying the season on the road, and yeah, so enjoyed that place. The next day I went. I finished the entire all the key spots in Mandu, but there's more around that. So if you actually do 2 days
Yeah.
of sightseeing and take 2 days of riding if you're from Mumbai. Uh,
Yeah.
so you take a 4 day ride to that place.
Okay.
You just don't do Mandu, but you also do the others around that place, and it crosses uh, good rivers and beautiful place. Beautiful place. I
So
I think
yeah,
it's a.
Biker Bear. He also suggests that don't miss the laser show at the
Oh
Zahar
yes,
Palace.
the main
That
palace. Yeah,
says a
yeah.
story
So
about the
this
place.
this is this is the one of the friends who was on the ride with me in February, and
What's his name?
you should ask him.
Yeah, Biker Bearded, right? So what's your name? Because
बहुत
on
सारे
Insta it's always
bikers
the
bearded
handle
है अभी सब.
Beard. Huh.
His
Also, we
name is
have Azhar
Rahul
on the
Nair.
show, and
His
yeah,
name is
hi
Rahul
Azhar.
Nair.
Azhar is saying that he discovered Mandu when he was having lunch at the dhaba, and the dhaba guy told him to visit while he was riding from Mumbai to MP, and this is how
Oh
he
yeah.
discovered it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
a place
also
I also Kalpana. So I also discovered it like this, right? So my
yeah,
uh, August ride was actually I was planning to do a Chambal ride. I wanted to feel like a Daku and go there and do the ride in the ravines of
what
the
do you
Chambal
feel like a
Valley.
taku?
अरे मतलब वो बुलेट चला रहे हो, जैकेट वैकेट वैसी दाढ़ी वाड़ी बढ़ा के घुस जाओ रेविन्स में, जस्ट lights on and dug 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 आवाज चल रही है, that kind of feel, right? So
Okay,
so I
okay.
wanted to do that Chambal, and that's how I started exploring on the Google Map. And when I kind of narrowed down and I found, यार ये थोड़ा interesting लग रहा है, and then I calculated the distance, and it worked for me because then I planned that I had 5 days, but I finished that in 2.5 days. I
Wow.
left on a Wednesday morning. Thursday I did sightseeing. 1:30, 2 o'clock I left Mandu the second day on Thursday. I reached Dhule. I halted in a hotel on Dhule, on the
Hmm.
highway, and from Dhule to Bombay I was back home on Friday at 1 o'clock. So
Ah.
that's how I did my first August ride. Rahul and various other friends who were there with me in the Feb ride, we actually did a full 3 day ride. So 1 day going, 1 day coming, and 1 day of sightseeing. So that's the laser show is amazing at 7 p.m. in the evening. And Rahul and one of the friends, Shardul, were planning to see that laser show. And so, very close to the hotel is the main entrance of the palace, which they went to, and we were very late. So, we were having our evening session, you know what I mean.
Yes, yes,
And
of course. The warm up.
and yeah, the warm up, yeah. So, they said, यार हम लोग जा रहे हैं तो हमने कहा यार तुम लोग जाओ we are tired and we are just enjoying here, it's lovely weather. And they finally went to the main gate and they found that it's not from this gate, it's from the other gate, and they had to actually go the other way. It's a different story altogether. It's a fun story. And you know, very interestingly, so besides these palaces and stuff like that, there are mountain carvings and there are stones. Now, these stones are not precious stones, but they're more formed out of various water and various other elements of earth, stone, and sand uh,
So they're like
that
fossils.
actually like fossils, and they're formed in different shapes and different colors. So
Wow.
I picked up a lot of these stones right outside Rani Rupmati Palace. I can give you the guy's number. I have it with me. They actually go and mine these stones and then they sell them. And
Oh my.
lovely, they're not like carved into a certain type of shape. They're natural in shape, and it's amazing.
So
It's a
some of the
small
parts of
radi
the
there.
world they have something called the petrified forest, which is a,
Yeah,
reason for the wind erosion and the weather
correct,
basically, the climate.
correct.
So Rahul Nair has finally revealed his name, and thank you very much for the suggestion of laser show. And also we have Yogi from ULS Explore saying that we must plan the ride, and he wants to, of course, bring you with us because
Oh yeah, I would
you know
love
so
to
much
do
about the
that
place.
glamping ride. Yes, you guys have invited me. Unfortunately, like I mentioned to you, Kalpana, on the message, uh, new thing, uh,
Sure.
new time. Yeah, so that's the
So
only thing that
he's asking about the Mandu. So he's saying that we'll plan to ride to Mandu and
we should.
we'll
We should. In fact,
explore that.
so in fact, January I have plans to go to Run of Kutch. That's my second time I want to go do that with a few friends who have shown interest. So let's see how many convert. But yeah, I think Feb we can do Mandu if we get a 3 day weekend. I think that's more than enough.
We are going to run off Kutch in February. So I
Oh, okay.
think
Yeah, yeah. Then we'll
so.
have to
Let's
do
see.
it post August sometime because
Yeah.
then Mandu will become hot. Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. So let's see. Yeah, sometimes because we're doing the uh, run of Kutch maybe in midweek, mid of February. So
Okay.
probably by the end of February we can plan something. Yes, we'll definitely.
Sure. Sure.
Yogi will definitely get in touch with you with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So Abhishek, tell us about any ride stories that you found you found that inspiring, something that you would never forget, the local people or the culture, because you always go off the beaten path. So we are very keen to know about your stories rather than the usual destinations.
So yeah, so as a motorcyclist, I've not really done the most uh, sought after places like your Leh Ladakh, and a lot of friends tease me on that, but that's okay. Neither northeast. It's primarily because of me working full time, and I try and balance my life between family holidays and my biking trips. Uh, I don't want to disturb the balance because फिर वो दो टू व्हील्स फोर व्हील बन जाएंगी तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी फिर टू व्हील्स नहीं रहेंगी so I have to balance that out plus work in office uh, taking those many offs for both the things is a bit difficult these days with so much pressure on work and stuff like that. But uh, I had my shares of rides, and I'm happy. So I've done Mumbai Goa a couple of times, especially during Ridermania times. So I first did Bob MC Ridermanias, The first one was Chandigarh, uh, and the second one was Nagpur,
Nagpur.
and yeah, Nagpur. Then Goa was another trip, which was the RM of Royal Enfield.
Ariane.
Yeah, RER of Royal Enfield. So these were the 2 years, and I think the first time we did was 2017, which was when the Interceptor and the GT was launched by Siddharth Lal himself
Right, right.
at the venue, and that was my first RERM. So that, and then Run of Kutch ride was another interesting ride. It had a very interesting story itself. Because the day we landed, so there was a friend of mine and me, two of us riding out, and the day we landed in Ahmedabad, that was the first day of our ride. His bike broke down just outside of Ahmedabad, and he was riding a classic, and I was on my Himalayan, and so he called, the towing vehicle. It came after a hour. By the time I reached home, we were supposed to stay at my cousin's place, but he said I'll stay over at a hotel close to the service center so that I can get the bike done, and I'll catch
Right.
up with you. The day we landed, the same evening was demonetization announcement.
Oh my God.
So thankfully, we had done all our bookings, and thankfully, petrol pumps were allowed to accept cash. So at least we were not inconvenienced because of the demonetization, because we had already done all our bookings in the main run and Dholavira and the others. Uh, so that was the first day of our ride, so to say, on that stretch. Then after that, the ride was amazing. So I went to Dholavira, the entire Harappan civilization. The next day morning, the second day morning, I went there, and it was beautiful. Just staying there, looking at the open ground. I need my peace when I'm on my rides. While
Yes.
there are rides when you do with weekends when you want to spend time with like-minded friends, uh, but there are times when you want to just be alone, absorb nature, enjoy that off highway, off traffic, off noise kind of culture, or refresh your mind with that. Uh, from there, we kind of contacted and we met halfway, and then we went to the main Ran Utsav campsite. And that was a beautiful place. It's expensive, but it's once in a lifetime experience. I know there are a
Right.
lot of other camping sites. A lot of my friends, including Shilpa's friend, whom we had interviewed some time back, mentioned that why do you stay in camps? You should stay with the local villagers. And I said this time when I'm planning in Jan, we'll try and do that. So it saves cost for everybody. And plus, you get a
Yes.
different experience at the end of the day.
True. True.
So I think one should take all experiences that one can get as per uh, not your own spending power, but also the group's spending power. That's something that I've learned when I was riding with a club in Mumbai. So I started my journey of riding, proper riding, with a club called Bison's Ride Hard uh,
Oh,
in Mumbai. Yeah.
yes.
Uh, I did my third ride, in fact, was the Red Bums ride, which was about 1250 odd kilometers non-stop. So Mumbai, Hubli, and Hubli we had 99 Cannons hosting us for dinner,
Yes. Of course.
and
Who else?
who else? Yes. And from there we came back riding, and it was raining, and we were hallucinating. रेड बुल पिए जा रहे, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, वो
Wow.
पेड़ पेड़ ब्रिज दिख रहा है तो वो ब्रिज बड़ा होते जा रहा है, so that sleep time is what your brain plays with you, right? So it's very risky. In fact, one of our friends, thankfully no mishaps, except one where one of our friends actually and this was just about when you have the morning twilight, right? Uh,
So what month was it? What
this
season was
was
it?
October. Bison's
October.
was going to celebrate third anniversary
Okay.
in uncle's kitchen in Khopoli. So that was the
Yes.
end of the ride, and so we
Okay.
started on a Friday, and we were supposed to come back on a Saturday, right? We came back on
Yeah.
a Saturday to uncle's kitchen, and so this friend, while coming back, we were crossing a toll naka, and he didn't realize that he was riding through the car lane, and he didn't see the flat pole in front of him, and he
Oh
just went
my.
and dashed that. So his shoulder got dislocated, but he was okay at the spot. His bike was fine. Somebody else rode his bike. He sat behind. No other major mishaps, and we were like, man, this is something of other level, right? So we've done it this time. It could be togetherness and one looking after the other,
Yeah.
being there at the same time. That's how I've learned riding, right? So as a club culture, uh, uh,
Yes.
no man leaves behind. That's the
Yes.
motto of the club, right? So that's ingrained. That's ingrained in me as a rider, uh, and follow your uh, road disciplines and road rules. But that was one incident which shook us up. But it was a fun ride, and that was my third official ride with Bison's Ride Art. The others have been weekend rides and the RMs that we went to
Nice.
Nagpur and Chandigarh. Uh, yeah, that was a memory of the right red bums, so to say.
Oh wow, red bumps. So we Azhar was commenting that when you mentioned the heat and he's like the rider doesn't feel any heat or cold or winter or rain anything. So once a rider, always a rider. That's Azhar saying.
That's
And we also
true.
have
Every sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
so we have rider triple S. You have to tell me your name as well. So he's asking any breakdown situation and how you manage it. कुछ
Thankfully,
अच्छा भी पूछो शुभ शुभ पूछो.
thankfully with me, Kalpana, what has happened, you know, I had in all my rides till now that I've done, and I've done many weekend rides across Maharashtra, Karnataka, uh,
Right.
and the longer rides that I've done. I had only two punctures and no breakdowns.
Wow.
No falls, no accidents, no breakdowns, just couple of punctures. And probably, I don't know, I'm blessed or I am, taking care of my motorcycle when I'm servicing. It could be that as well. But yeah, so that's been my experience. Uh,
Yes,
if you
Shiv,
maintain
there's
your
the
bike.
yeah. Thank you, Shiv, for the question. And also Nilesh and Anil has joined, and that's Azhar joining. Nomadic Parikrama is another. I always call him crazy rider.
Hey
He just
guys,
takes his bike and he just goes anywhere. So yeah, I think we have a question here. Yeah, he already posted it there. So yeah. So now, Abhishek, we have a segment of Spark Tales with Cal that is a quick shots round. And I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. And so you have a couple of seconds to answer it and just don't think too much. Hi, Azhar.
I'm going to ride, so I can't have quick shots.
They have Spark Tales, so they're good.
Yeah, sparkles.
Okay. So, what would you like to do on a rainy day, on a typical rainy day?
Oh, go out on a ride, sit in a dhaba, have chai, and yeah, just look up the sky and enjoy it. That's it.
And thank the blessings. Okay. If you could have unlimited storage of something, like anything, what would it be?
Motorcycles.
And fuel.
फ्यूल तो हो जाएगा मोटरसाइकिल्स पहले हम
Yeah,
बोलेंगे
motorcycles. Unlimited supply. My God.
मोटरसाइकिल्स आएंगी तो रेंट पे चढ़ा के फ्यूल भी कमा सकते हो
Oh wow. So this is a funny one. In Rajkumar's voice, tell us how you like your coffee.
जाने ये कॉफी नहीं ये हमारी ड्रग है
Very well done. Excellent, Abhishek. Abhishek, now describe yourself in 3 words.
फन आउटगोइंग ट्रस्टवर्दी
Fun, outgoing, and trustworthy. Fantastic. What is the best place in Powai
फॉर
to eat, to visit?
Oh, you should come to Hiranandani. There's a new place which has opened up. The entire floor In fact, they've revamped that area
Oh
in
wow.
Hiranandani itself, and it has your social and it has various other eateries in under one roof. So it's almost like a
Wow.
mall for eating out. So you
Uh-huh.
should come there. Yeah.
Sure,
So
sure, sure. Definitely.
Powai has many others. Yeah. So, but this is interesting. This is a new
Okay.
concept that
Should
they have done.
definitely visit. So if you could be any flavor of ice cream, which flavor would you be and
I
why?
oh it's interesting because I like tender coconut from Naturals.
Oh,
And I think I am like that as a person also. मतलब soft at heart. बाहर से कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है अरे ये बहुत attitude दिखा रहे types, but नहीं है वैसा attitude यार.
soft and
So
sweet.
tender coconut.
Oh, so sweet. Okay. So, describe your typical Sunday by using just gestures and facial expressions. Maybe three, give us three clues. Riding, happy, okay, resting, relax. What's the best place for a long holiday?
Oh, many actually. If you do India, so something that my family has decided is that when we do India holidays, we'll do mostly forests, not places of open tourism. We'll focus more on forests and offbeat and stuff like that. So that's our or hills, right? So it could be anything which is offbeat. That's what we like. Whether I'm biking, I think that's also the case. Internationally, so I've there's a Black Forest region in Germany that's amazing.
Yes, yes,
That's beautiful. Uh, Obviously, Thailand with Koh Samui and various other islands around. Not islands also, but the mainlands, but the not the frequent ones. Uh, so we did that. I think four or five of different resorts in different parts of Thailand. I think last year, and it was amazing. And then we came back to Bangkok as our last spot before taking the flight out, and we like, यार ये छुट्टी
बहुत
खत्म
चक्कर
क्यों हो
में
रही
आ
है
गए.
and why are you in a city types. So
Correct.
always even outside it's more of offbeat. Like France, we had gone for French, Riviera, vineyards and old
Yes.
palaces and old castles and stuff like that. Australia was the entire drive from Melbourne right after 12 Apostles.
Yeah.
So various
Ocean Road.
yeah, various offbeat and places which are close to nature and close to history. That's on the other side. My wife's side of the history comes from there, and nature and that comes from my side. So outdoor. So that's how I
Yeah, for
enjoy
the
my
really
holidays.
offbeat in Australia, you should start from South Australia and drive through the central Australia all the
Oh
way
yeah,
to
that's
Darwin. That is really
yeah,
offbeat. Like you don't see
correct.
anybody for days and
Yeah,
days.
I've not done that, but we didn't come back to the city, but we stayed in a last after 12 Apostles. There was a small village town, you know, like a bread and breakfast room.
Yes.
Beautiful place, right
Yeah.
next to the sea, and it's awesome. And then the Penguin Island and old
Yeah.
villages around that, and it was fun.
Phillip Island. Yeah.
Yeah, Phillip Island. Yeah.
Sure. So the next question is strange thing about Abhishek that we don't know.
While I'm also very introvert.
Oh, are
So,
you?
yeah, yeah.
That is very hard to
I know. I also am surprised by that myself. So, yeah, I'm also introvert and keep to myself at times, and
Okay,
yeah.
okay, right. That's really strange. Okay, what is your best feature?
I think it's the same three words that I explained myself in. Fun, trustworthy, and outdoor person. So you can blindly trust me on anything, right? So that's how I am.
So the best feature is best of everything, really.
नहीं, बुराई भी होंगी, वो तो
नहीं
एक्सप्लोर करने
मतलब
पे ही पता
मतलब
चलेगा।
नहीं, वो बेस्ट फीचर, बेस्ट ही बताएंगे ना।
हाँ, वो तो वही होता है ना, जब जॉब इंटरव्यू पे जाते हैं तो बोलते हैं कि आपके पॉजिटिव्स और नेगेटिव्स बताओ, तो नेगेटिव्स तो कोई नहीं बताता ना, सब
कोई नहीं,
पॉजिटिव्स ही
होते ही नहीं है तो
बताते
बताना
हैं।
क्या है। ओके, सो व्हाट इज योर बेस्ट फ्यूचर ड्रीम राइड? Where's that one place that you really want to go? You
Actually,
haven't
there's no
been.
place. Yeah, so honestly, Kalpana, there's no place. Like I said, I would rather do offbeat rides and explore uh, at that moment, or heard from someone. Like I'll tell you, I've stayed in Ahmednagar, right? I was telling you in 12th and graduation. With Bisons, we did a ride, and I explored that place. Uh, After I'd done my graduation, I came out. If anybody wants to go to Ahmednagar, you should spend 1 day sightseeing. People will ask me what is in Ahmednagar to sightsee. Asia's first tank museum. So that's in Ahmednagar, in the Armored Corps area. There is obviously the Ahmednagar Fort, which
Fort.
houses the cells where Jawaharlal Nehru and the others were imprisoned, or kind of put behind. And that's where Jawaharlal Nehru actually wrote Discovery of India, the book.
Yes.
That, and then there's Bibi Ka Maqbara and various other things that are part of Ahmednagar, history. Now, we did a ride from here, and we stayed in Ahmednagar Club because of my connections with my friends over there, and they, kind of booked us there. Uh, the next day we explored this, and that's how I plan when I plan my rides with my friends, or my, when I was riding with the club, all my rides used to be like this. So we did one ride to Aurangabad. It was a weekend ride. We did a Saturday and a Sunday back. But what we did was we actually left from here. We first went to an NGO that we had connected with. We met up with those special kids, spent some time with them. After that, our ride stay was booked at a resort, but in a camping area of the resort.
Right.
And
Yes.
we obviously barbecue and stuff like that. We didn't have the time to explore because it was just a weekend ride, and it was a long distance from Mumbai to Aurangabad. Uh, so that was something that we did there. Run, I explained to you how we did. Chandigarh to Manali, we did Manali. We stayed in a friend's house, and we rented bikes from Chandigarh, obviously. Uh, we did the entire. We couldn't go to Rohtang because it was closed. It was winters, and we did Goa, and we kind of we just didn't stay in RM in Goa. We explored Goa, right? So there's still more to explore. I keep watching a lot of YouTube about offbeat places in Goa that are
Yes.
hidden, not many people go to. And I say, oh shit, yeah, I missed that. But then the whole idea is that you're spending time, you're spending money, you're spending
Yeah.
your own fuel, and you're going away from your family. While yes, your intent is to ride, to meet and be with friends, but at the same time, when you're going there, you explore something of that place, go talk to people, like a short ride. So after lockdown, what I did was I started doing Sunday rides, because obviously staying rides was off the radar for now. And I started venturing. We have 3 or 4 exits out of Mumbai, right? So you have Ahmedabad Highway, you have Nasik Highway, you have Pune and Goa Highway. And closer to Powai is obviously the Ahmedabad and the Nasik Highway. And there are a lot of these off-road tracks where you just go inside, and it really goes deep into the
Yeah.
villages and stuff like that. So so that's where you go explore. अरे suddenly खेत आ गया, suddenly एक अच्छा सा stream of water is there, and then there are people who are smiling at you. You smile back, and you just nod your head under your helmet, and you just stand there, sit aram se. Nobody is there to disturb you, nobody is there to bother you, as long as you respect nature and you respect their privacy at their place, right?
Yes.
Uh, I think everybody, to me, that is what rides are all about, right? Going. exploring. There's so much unexplored stuff, and
Correct.
thanks to our platform, Roaring Cycles, where lot of riders have shared their stories, and I keep noting them down. I watch those videos after the live sessions, many a times when I'm not on the live also, and a lot of listening of these stories actually inspires me. But then it's again, somewhere at the back of my mind ki छुट्टी लेनी है, family trip भी करना है, ये भी करना है. So many
हाँ.
a times I try and trick my wife also to say that okay, एक काम करते हैं, let's go by flight. You travel in the car and I'll do my riding there. So we'll be together and दोनों छुट्टी हो जाती है. So it's not materialized till now, but I think that's how you could mix both riding as well as family
Well, I think
trips.
that could be the answer to my question and your dream, right?
Oh yeah, so it allows you then more time at hand, right? Because if the family is
Sure.
also around, and so yeah, so I think Roaring Cycles has given us a lot many stories from people who are on rides, who have ridden, their experiences, their interactions with locals, with people. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes, it's a fantastic platform. And about talking about the your offbeat places, we did a ride to South Goa where we went to just before Karwar. We went so south that the next stop was Karwar. So over there we found small little beaches where there was nobody there. I mean, we actually had to. It was like a sleepy village where we actually had to walk in a chalet and ask them to make something fresh for cook something fresh for us. And there was absolutely nobody
Nice.
on the beach. So yeah, that was a fantastic. I absolutely connect to what you're saying. And
Yeah,
so
you
yes,
should check
about
this
touring cycles,
YouTube
like I
video.
said, we
Sorry,
will
I'll
take
I'll
a
just add
special.
one thing.
Sure.
I'll just add one thing, Kalpana. You should check this video, and for everybody who's listening,
Yeah.
of Mang Chang. He's that VJ or the singer who was there on
Yes, yes,
V
yes,
or MTV. He's
yes.
got a video on YouTube where he
Yeah.
talks about healing rivers, healing places, old places in Goa, which are
Yeah.
hidden. I think everybody should know about it, and we should explore that, yeah, as
Yes,
riders.
yes. Quickly, if you want to give message to our audience, that would be great.
No, I think I am nobody to give a message. I am also a fellow rider. I am also learning new things when I'm on rides from different people. The only thing that you know, I believe in is safety. Uh, Safety not only in terms of gears, but safety also in terms of speeds because the roads have improved, bikes have improved.
Yeah.
The only thing one should be careful about is keeping your bikes in control and not over speeding or speeding just because you have peer pressure or you have a good bike under your seat and
Yeah.
that doesn't give you the liberty to harm yourself or others. Uh, Enjoy more than speeding up, right? There's so much more that
Yes.
you can look around when you're riding, and that's where the whole fun of riding is all about.